Oh, that's not it. This is it. Okay. So sorry, it's a video. Video is a little late. So I was recovering yesterday. Right, how do we do this? Ready? Yeah, here we go. All right, so the first one says find the equation of line. When you have the equation on the graph, right, coordinate plane, you can use find a slope formula. So let's just, what is this point? Negative 2 and 2. I'll write it here on the side. Negative 2 and 2. And this point here is 2 and 0. You have two choices. You can either A, use a slope formula, right, and then let's just make this x1, y1, x2, y2. Let's use a slope formula. So you got 0 minus 2, and then 2 minus negative 2. And you're going to get negative 2 over 4, which is negative a half, right? So my using the slope formula, I get the slope is a half. I can use my equation. Y equals mx plus b, right? So I'm going to write it on top. Slope-intercept form. So I'm going to write the slope, which is negative half x. And then the b I don't know. And let's pretend, I didn't have the graph. So I'm going to pick a point. Either you pick negative 2 and 2, or you pick 2 and 0. So I'm just going to pick 2 and 0 because it's the easier one. So 0 equals negative a half times 2 plus b. These two will simplify. Negative, what's half of 2? It's 1, and that's just going to be negative 1. So 0 equals to negative 1 plus b. We're going to add 1 to both sides, and b equals 1. So now I have my y-intercept and my slope. So now I can write my equation. My equation is going to be y equals the slope, which is what's negative half x, and then plus 1. And I did that all with the 2 points. Now, if you, obviously, you're probably not going to do it that way because there's an easier way. Well, we can find the change, right? y2 minus 1 just by counting this distance here, right? Because that's what it is, the distance between the y-axis, a change in y. So if you look at, I'll make a little triangle here, right? So this will be the change in y, and this will be the change in x. So y, in terms of y, the difference is 2. So up and down, the difference is 2. And the change in x, if you count on the x-axis, the difference in the x values is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So little adjustment I make, well, 1, I have to simplify, and 2, the slope is negative, so I'm putting a negative sign there. So simplify and a half. So notice that the slope is the same, negative a half, negative a half. And the y-intercept I can clearly see right here. It crosses the y-axis at 1. So now I can take those two pieces of information and write my equation. Y equals negative half x plus 1. Much easier, right, if you do it using a graph. So here, I pick 2 points. Well, they pick 2 points, right? You can pick any other 2 points. I know they gave you 2 points, but as long as you could have picked, could you have picked 0? Does it go through 0, 0 exactly? It seems, well, maybe not. Well, let's stick to what they gave us. So these 2 points, I'm going to find a change in x. I'm just going to count. I'm not going to use a slope formula. So change in x, right? The difference in x values is this guy right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So left and right. So let me write my fraction. So it's 4. And then changing y values is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slope is positive, so I'm going to keep it that way. And then I'm going to simplify and write 3 over 2. Listen, I can't really see. The y-intercept, it looks, well, it does go through 0, 0. So the y-intercept is the origin, so it goes through 0. So we can write our equation, y equals the slope, 3 over 2x plus 0, which you don't need to write, or y equals 3 over 2x. Slope over here, again, this is your change in y values, this is your change in x values. So the slope would be 2, right? Change in y values, 1, 2, and the change in x values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 over 6, but negative, right? Because the slope's coming down, and let's simplify that, make that negative 1/3. Y-intercept is right here. It crosses the y-axis in negative 2, so now I can combine those two and write y equals negative 1/3 x minus 2. Yeah, second part here, repetition. Slope, and again, pick any 2 points or use the points that's given to you. Change in y is 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4. Change in x, 1, 2, 3. It's positive, so we're going to keep it like that. Can I simplify? No, so 4/3. Y-intercept is right here, crosses the y-axis at 1, so my final answer is y equals 4/3 x plus 1. Slope is negative, and then again, let me create this little triangle. So the height change in y values is 3. The change in x value is also 3, so we can simplify that to 1, or just 1/1 or -1. The y-intercept, it crosses the y-axis at 1, 2, 3, positive 3. So the final answer is y equals -1x or -x plus 3. Again, this is the change in x. This is the change in y. So the change in y values is 1, 2, 3, so 3. Change in x values is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's positive, so keep it that way. The y-intercept is right here. It crosses the y-axis at 1. So y equals 3/4 x plus 1. Comments, I mean, that was for you to write whatever you felt necessary to help you remember. Okay, so here is, and I'm going to give some context. Y equals 2x minus 2. So I went bowling, and every game that I play costs $2. So x represents the number of games. And then at the end of the night, I got a $1 discount. So if I go to this bowling alley and I play 5 games, it would be 2 times 5 minus my discount would give me $9. So if I play if I play 5 games, I end up paying $9. If I play only 2 games, it would be 2 times 2 minus 1, which would be 3. So if I play 2 games, I would be paying $3. If I play 0 games, well, let's see. If I play 2 times 0, play 0 games minus 1, it would be -1. So if I play 0 games, I actually get $1 back. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but just indulge me here. All right. So let's graph this. 5 and 9. 5 over here and 9 up. Be around here. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 0 and -1. Right here. And then we'll connect. I'll give you a ruler, of course. Give it a name. None. Alright, let me give it a different concept. I work and I get $3 an hour. Okay, and then I started and then the $7. Why am I $7 before I even start working? Because the $7 is what I spent on transportation. Right? So throughout the day, I'm going to be working, and hopefully I'll recover the money I spent in transportation, and I'll make some profit. So here we go. 3 times 4. If I work 4 hours, and then subtract the 7 for transportation, it means that I'll end up with $5 in profit. 4 hours, I make $5. If I make if I work 1 hour, it'd be 3 times 1 minus 7. 3 times 1 is 3, minus 7 is -4. So if I only work 1 hour, I'd be down $4. So if I work 0 hours, so let's say I just took the bus to work, 0 times 3 minus 7, I still haven't started my job, I would be at -7, right? So 0, -7 is right here. 1 and -4 is right here. So notice that as I work throughout the day, right, and then 4 and 5 is right here. Right, so here's my line. So notice that at 1 hour, at 0 hours, I'm of course -7. 1 hour is still -7. At 2 hours, I'd be at -1. I'm still down. So I have to be over here on this section here, right, to make some money. So what's the equation? Y equals 3x minus 7. it is. Does it ask? Let me check if there's anything at the bottom. No, that's it. Yeah, identify the table as linear or not. If it is, write the equation of the line. So let's see if it's linear. Well, why if it's linear? Let's see if the slopes are the same. Right, so let me do that here. So this is plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. This is minus 3, minus 3, and minus 3, right? Because 12 to 9, it's 12 to get 9, you subtract 3. 9 to get 6, you subtract 3. So, and if I take, remember, this is, so think about, right? Think about what I just did. I literally just did this. So if you take these two, it'd be negative 3 over 1, and the answer would be negative 3, yeah? If I took these two, shade in green, it's negative 3 over 1. The slope is negative 3, so it's the same. If I took these two, again, negative 3 over 1, it's negative 3. So you notice that the slope is the same. So for the first one, for the first table, just make myself some room, I have this so far, y equals negative 3x. I know the slope. So I don't have the b though. So we need to find a b, pick a point, I don't know, I'll pick 2 and 12. So I'm going to use 2 and 12. Doesn't matter which point you picked. So 12 equals negative 3 times 2 plus b. Remember, this is your x and this is your y. 12 equals negative 6 plus b. We're going to add 6 to both sides. And b equals 18. Now I have my slope, right? I have my slope and my y-intercept. Final answer, y equals negative 3x plus 18. Okay. Second one. 3 to 6 is plus 3. 6 to 9 is plus 3. 9 to 3 is minus 6. 1 to 3 is plus 2. 3 to 5 is plus 2. 5 to 9 is plus 4. So let's find the slope. To find the slope, we do change in y, right? Y over change in x. So y2 minus y1 over x2 over x1. So let's pick these two pairs. So the first one, 3 over 2. Leave it as 3 over 2. Then you pick another one. I want to confirm. This is also 3 over 2. But notice that the last one, if you do negative 6 over 4, you actually get negative 3 over 2. So this table here, not linear. Right? And you can stop right there. There's nothing else to do. Next table, 2 to 4 is 2, 4 to 6 is plus 2, 6 to 8 is plus 2, 5 to 10 is plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. Let's check if this is linear. Well, let's find the slope, right? You're going to find the slope. So you're going to take, let's do the first pair, 5 and 2. Leave it at that. Take the second pair, change colors. Notice that the slope is also 5 over 2. And then I'm going to take one more, the last one, 5 over 2. And if you take the last one, the slope is also 5 over 2. So the slope is the same no matter which point you took. So definitely this is a linear, so meaning it's going to be a straight line. So now we have to do a little bit more work. So we can write the equation y equals 5 over 2x plus b. We don't have b, so let's find b. Pick a point. Let's pick the easy one, 2 and 5. So we're going to use 2 and 5 as our point. So get 5 equals 5 over 2 times 2 plus b. 5 equals 5 plus b. We're going to do minus 5 on both sides, and b equals 0. So this is actually a proportional relationship. Y equals 5 over 2x plus 0. The y-intercept is 0, which you don't have to write. You can leave it just like that. Alright, so that's the equation of the line for that relationship. Okay. Next one. 1 to 7 is plus 6. 7 to 13 is plus 6. 13 to 8 is plus 5. Negative 3 to negative 1 is plus 2. Plus 2. Plus 2. Well, hopefully you can see that the slope is not going to be the same. Because if you do 6 divided by 2, right? The slope, change in y over change in x, you get 3. But if you do the second one, You also get 3, which is 6 divided by 2. You get the slope of 3, but what I meant was, if you do the third one, you get 5 divided by 2, which you get 2.5. So the slopes are not the same. If they're not the same, it's not linear, and that's it. That's right, not linear. 4. Identify the slope. Oh my god, so this one, remember, our equations come in this format, y equals mx plus b. The slope, or the rate of change, is this guy here. I'll write it. Right? And this, the b, is our y-intercept, where it crosses the y-axis, point in which it crosses the y-axis. So, on number 1, the slope is -2, the y-intercept is +6. Number 2, the slope is 1, the y-intercept is -7. Number 3, the slope is 2, the y-intercept is -5/2. On the third one, the y-intercept is 3, but the slope is 0. Remember this. Right, this is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. Y equals 3. This line here looks like this. Go 1, 2, 3. It's a slope of 0, and this is the line, y equals 3. Y equals 4x, the slope is 4, and the y-intercept is 0. This one, the slope is -5 or 9, and the slope is -5 or 9, and the y-intercept is -3, 4. Okay. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have a point and a slope. So let's see if I can draw. Let me draw this. So it's telling us, I'm going to draw a line. There's a line. It's a little steeper than that. There's a line. Here's my slope, 4. Right? Slope is 4. And the point -1 and 1. -1 and 1 would be right here. So, everybody okay with that? And there's a slope. There's a line with a slope. This is my slope that crosses. Okay? So far I have y equals this slope, which is 4x, plus b. Do I know b? Do I know this point right here in orange? Do I know where this green line is crossing the y-axis? Not yet, because they haven't given to me. The only thing I know is that there is this line with a slope of 4, sort of looks like this, right? Positive, going up, kind of steep. It goes through -1 and 1, right? It goes through this point. It's given to us. So I'm going to put that right there. And now they say, hey, given all this information, can you please help me find b, where it crosses the y-axis? And then complete the equation of the line. Now, in order to do that, do I have a point? Yes, I do, right here. Let's use that point, plug it in here, and find b. So we get 1 equals 4 times -1 plus b. 1 equals -4 plus b. We're going to add 4 to both sides. And b equals 5. Look, it sort of looks like 5 here, right? I mean, right? So my drawing wasn't that bad. So the final equation is, here's my equation of the line, y equals 4x, slope, plus 5. And that's what we were looking for. So this one, again, I'm going to draw it out. Use this line here. Draw it out. 0.15, 1 to the right and 5. So imagine a point right here. There is a line, not as steep as the one before. Okay, there's a line with this kind of slope, y equals 3. Sorry, slope equals 3. Right, and there. Where does it cross? So now they're asking us, hey, given this information, can you find out what this is and then write the full equation of the line? Well, y equals 3x plus b is what I know. Then they give us 1 and 5. Let's substitute. So we get 5 equals 3 times 1 plus b. 5 equals 3 plus b. Minus 3 on both sides. B equals 2. Now I have, so, hey, look, I wasn't that far away. That looks like a 2. So the full equation will be y equals the slope, which they already gave me, and the y-intercept, which is positive 2, which we just found right now. Next one. So again, same thing. Let me draw this out. Draw here on top. So here's your, and there's a point positive 2 and negative 2, somewhere around here. There's a slope of negative 5 over 6. Let me draw the slope, 5 over 6, slope like this. So they're saying here, here's a point 2 and negative 2. Here's a slope of negative 5 over 6. Looks like that. And now, given that information, can you find us the y-intercept, which is this guy right here, and the equation of y. So currently I have y equals negative 5 over 6x plus b. We're going to use this point, 2 and negative 2. So substitute. So negative 2 equals, what is this? Negative 5 over 3 plus b. I'm going to add plus 5/3 on both sides, plus 5/3 on both sides. And then b equals 5/3 is the same thing as 1 2/3. So that looks like negative 1/3. Right? So negative 2 minus 5/3 is negative 1/3. And look, that's about negative 1/3. So the equation, the full equation line is y equals the slope which was given to us here, x, and then the y-intercept which we just found, negative 1/3. Okay. Negative 2 and 3 is negative 1, 2, and 3 up. Somewhere around here is our point negative 2. We have a line that's coming. Okay, that's negative. That's one, right? And it's going to go through. And it's going to go through negative 2 and 3. Here's my line. Right. So they're asking us, hey, step 1, find this y-intercept here. Y-intercept, and then give me the full equation. So what do I have right now? Y equals negative 5 over 7x plus b. Let's find b. I need to use this point. Right, I'm going to use this point. So let's substitute. Oops. Y equals 3. Negative 5 over 7 times negative 2 plus b. Three equals negative and negatives are positive. That's 10 over 7 plus b. Minus 10 over 7 here, minus 10 over 7 here. And b equals, let me write over here. What is that? 1 and 3/7. B equals 1 and 4/7. And that's your y-intercept. So, put everything together. Y equals negative 5 over 7 x plus our y-intercept 1 and 4 over 7. And that's right there. Sketch graph. Okay. So using what we know, can we graph this? Well, super easy. Clear page, clear objects, clear page. Yes. We start, okay, there's no x here. I don't know why they didn't put an x, but there should be an x there. There should be an x there. Right? There should be an x here. Oops. So, 9 over 2 is our slope, so let me write this on the side. Slope is 9 over 2. The y-intercept is 4. So, we're going to go to y-intercept. And from here, up and down, we count 9. So if you want to put that arrow, that'll help you remember. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to go left. 3, 4. Why did I? No, not left 4, left 2. Why do I go left? Because when I connect these two dots, right? it has to go up from left to right because it's a positive slope. So give it a name, y equals 9 over 2x plus 4. Here, it's a negative slope. Right, so let me write m equals negative 5 over 2. And the y-intercept is 2, so let me go to the y-intercept. And from here up and down, I'm going to count 5. So 1, 2, no, I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to go right 2. And again, the reason I go right is because it's a negative slope. Okay. Well, this one's correct. I don't know why these ones don't have the x here. So m equals 2/3. That's the slope. The y-intercept is 1. So go here, start the y-intercept. Up and down we count 2. Left and right go 3. 1, 2, 3. Up 2, 3 right. You can, when there's space, I mean, if you want to do more than 2 points, you only need 2. But if you want to do more, right, you are welcome to do more. Right, it gives you a better sense when connecting the lines to make a straight line. So this is y equals 2/3 x plus 1. So it's a negative slope. Slope is negative 7 over 3, and the y-intercept is 2. Okay, so the y-intercept, and from here, I'm going to count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to go left. I'm going to go right. 1, 2, 3. I'm going right because it's negative. There it is. Okay, give it a name. There. Not bad, right? I mean, clear objects, clear page. This is just procedural. So, which one has the greatest rate of change? Right? When you think about it, which one is the steepest? So, the rate of change, or the slope, I'm going to put here, slope. For here, the first one, the slope is 5. Second one, let's calculate it. Well, let's take these 2 points. And 8 to 20 is plus 12. 1 to 5 is plus 4. You can do it again. 20 to 6 is plus 3. And 7 to 5 is plus 2. Sorry, not plus 3, plus 6. Apologies. So you'll notice that it doesn't matter which pair you choose, the 12 and 4 or 6 and 2. So if you do change in y or change in x, right, the slope. So if you pick 12 and 4, 12, you get the slope is 3. If you pick 6 and 2, you also get the slope is 3. So for the second one, the slope is 3. For the third one, well, you need to pick 2 points. Let's pick 2 points here. Alright, so let me pick this point here. Right, so pick 2 points that you know the exact location, and this point here. Let me change colors. So here, this is my change in x, this is my change in y. So change in y is 1, 2, 3, 4. So slope is positive, so up and down is 4, and left and right is 1, 2. The slope of this particular graph, this particular line, is 2. So which one has the greatest rate of change? Well, this one right here. All right. So you have to find the slope. Okay. Write the equation line from the word problem. So nothing crazy. Suppose the water level at a lake is 35 feet, and that is receding or losing water at a rate of 1.5 feet per day. So if you were to make a graph, right? So think about this. The water level at the lake is here, and every day it loses. That's what it would look like. So you know the slope is negative. And what is it? What is the change that's happening every day or every minute? It's right here. that's your slope. So 1.5 feet per day or per x. And then where does it start? At plus 35 or negative 35? Plus 35. That's your equation. This one, Tina babysits after school and charges a flat fee of $3 plus $5 an hour. So, again, the $3 might be her bus fee, and then she charges $5 per hour. So, $5 per hour. That's what's changing, right? That's what's happening every hour, and and then the fee, her bus fee is $3 there. Right? So, no, still not. Next one. Electrician charges $25 per call plus $50 per hour of service. Well, same thing as the babysitter. So it's $50 per hour. Every hour he works, he charges $50 plus, I don't know, $25 he charges for the gas. Maybe he's far and he, or the material that he bought. I don't know, but that's a part. Okay. Riley collected 125 pounds of cans. He plans to collect an additional $25 pounds each week. So if you look at a graph, you look to make a graph here, this guy here, right? This is the number of weeks at the bottom. And this is the number of pounds on the y-axis, right? So this guy here, Riley, starts over here at 0 weeks, right? So when he reset, he collected, it's at home, it's 125 pounds, and he wants to start again. But when he starts again, and he wants to keep a track of how many pounds of cans he has, well, he's not going to start at 0. He starts right here. And every week after that, he's plus 25, plus 25, plus 25, plus 25, plus 25. It doesn't start at 0, 0. So y equals, what's the change here? The rate of change, something has changed to 25 per week, plus the 125 he already has stashed in. Now, I hope you notice a pattern here. A boat rental service charges $20 transportation fee and $15 each hour. So you go to the lake, they say, hey, it's $15 per hour plus $20 for whatever fee. Nice. So let's say you take the boat, you go to the place, you get the boat, you take it to your cabin or the spot where your cabin is, and then, I don't know, you get sick and you had no chance to rent a boat on the hourly basis, you will still pay $20. That ain't make sense. Get back to it. It's $15 per hour. How would I explain that you would? So let's say you went in and you rented the boat. Right? They said, well, to take the boat out is $20, right? And then $15 an hour. So you're ready to take the boat. Just to take the boat, it's $20. So you're right here. Before you even started paddling, you're up here. You're down $20. And after that, every hour after that, $15, $15, $15, $15. Okay. Attorney charges a flat fee of $250 for an initial meeting and $150 per hour. So yeah, those are lawyers. They charge $150 per hour plus this $250 for the initial meeting. That wasn't that crazy. Find the rate of change from the tables. Okay, rate of change, another word for slope. So I'm assuming, I guess we can assume if they give you a question like this, that it's linear. So 6 to 12 is plus 6, this is plus 6, this is plus 6. And I'm just going to do plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. Notice that they're all the same, so it doesn't matter which pair you pick. So let's pick this, right? Doesn't matter. So if you did the slope or the rate of change, it would be 6 over 2, which it would be 3 a second. Can't see. Total cost of the loans. So this would be $3. Let's be more specific for one balloon. Okay. Now let me see if I can. Sure, let's go. Now, if we have a calculator. Alright, so this is plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. And that's going to be 25.50 minus 42.50, 17, right? So this is 17. And then I'll do one more. 59.50 minus 42.50 equals also 17. Right, so this is 17. So the slope or the rate of change. The rate of change. Right, so remember it's always changing at y values. In this case, you're going to need to write the units. It's $17, right? When you did 42.50 minus 25.50, give you 70 cents over, right? Over 2 lawns, right? The only thing I'm adding here is lawn, units. And then if you simplify that, it's going to be $8.50 per 1 lawn. Okay, and that's your final answer. This one, total cost, and again, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. So it doesn't matter who you pick. All right, so let's write the change in y, the change in x, right, the slope or the rate of change. I'll write all that. Right, now it's changing, the rate of which is changing. So it's $2, right? On top, 4 minus 2, y2 minus y1 is 2, and then y2 minus x2 minus y1 is 10. Let's simplify that, and you probably want to simplify this for photos. And you're going to get 0.20 for 1 photo. But if you get this far, right, you depending on your multiple choice answers, you might need to simplify one further. Okay. By the rate of change for each company, which are 2 companies below charges more per linear foot. Do they have any setup fees? Okay. Let's see. Let's find the slope for this guy. Fence installation. So slope, let's pick 2 points. 1 point right here. Up right here, that's 0 and 150. And then, so again, think about linear feet. Feet of fence they install. They install zero feet of fence for you, and they already charge 150. So does this have any what do you call initial fee processing fees? Yes, this company definitely has. They're charging 150 for whatever reason. Now we have to find the slope. So at one point here, let me find another point that I can clearly see here. 310. So 10 and 300. So let's find the slope. x1, y1, x2, y2. We get 300 minus 150 over 10 minus 0. And we get 150 over 10, and we can simplify that to 15. All right, so the equation of the line would be y equals 15x plus, what's the y-intercept right here? We have to calculate 150. So this company here is going to charge you $150 right? It says right here, look, $150 in fees, and then after that, every foot of fence that they install is 15 bucks. That's this company. This company, no, that's 100, that's 100, that's 100. So everything is 100, and then plus 5, plus 5, plus 5 on the other. So let's pick these two. So if you do that, we get that our slope is 100 over 5, right? Because this is y2 minus y1, x2 over x1, and it gets to 20. So my slope of this, so this company charges 20 bucks per feet of fencing. Do they have an initial fee? Well, the initial fee, you can see it right here. So if you were to graph that, it says that at 0, this is feet of fence, and this is dollars, right? So it says here that at 0 linear feet of fence things start, look, they're already charging you 100 bucks. So do they have a setup fee? Yes, they do. And that's this part right here. So let's compare both companies. Which companies charges more per linear foot? It's this company. This company charges 20 bucks per linear foot. Do they have any setup fees? Yes. This company charges 150 in setup fees. This company charges you $100 in setup fees. Okay. What the heck? Dave and John Music buy music from different providers. Dave's cost is 5 cents, 50 cents per song, plus $10 in setup fee. That's what this says here. So it's 0.50 per song of music, plus a $10 fee. Or MP3. And this company here charges $4.95 for 5, $9.90 for 10, etc., etc. So let's figure out this company here. So let's do the slope. Pick 2 points. Pick this point and this point. Right? Let me just write it. So 5 songs, I pay $4.95. And here are 10 songs, I pay $9.90. Let's do the slope. So x2, so we write x2, y2, x1, y1. So here he pays $9.90 minus 4.95. And at the bottom is 10 minus 5. Put that in your calculator. 990 minus 4.95 is 4.95 divided by 5. And this comes out to 0.99 cents. So for David, so for John, and I'll write it here, this is for John, there's no setup fees. His equation will look like this, 0.99x. That's how much one song would be. So there's no setup fees for this guy. Okay? It's just 0.99x. And you can tell because this table is proportional. 5 is 4.95. It's always 99 cents per song, 99 cents per song. So if you took 25 and divided by 25 times 9, 0.99, you get 24.75. Took 20 times 0.99, you would get 19.80, etc. So this is a proportional table, which if you wanted to add a 0 over here, if you download 0 songs, how much does it pay? $0. So if you were to graph this, it starts like that. Whereas this guy here, if you were to graph it, it starts just a little bit above. There's a $10. So if he downloads nothing, he's still down $10. And after every song after that is 50 cents. Which one's a better choice? Well, it depends. Oh, almost at the end. It shows the what? Weight gain of a kitten over a 5-week period. Determine which kitten had the greater rate of change. Right. Okay. So week 0, the kitten was. So let me graph that one again. Graph. So this is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. This is would be your weight, right? This would be your weeks. So a 0 week, the kitten is already 3 pounds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 week, the kitten is 7. And then 2 weeks, it's 11. And 4, 15, and etc. Right? So let me see. 3, 7, 11, 15, 19. That's what this graph sort of looks like, and that graph. Determine which kitten had the greater rate of change. So which kitten had the greater slope? Pretty much it. And which kitten gained more weight faster? Gained weight faster. That's basically the question. So let's find the slope here. Pick 2 points. Let's pick 0 and 3. Right? Let's do y2 minus y1. We get 4. Right? y2 minus y1, we get 4. And then 1 minus 0 is just 1. So the slope for this guy here is 4. That's 4 over 1. It's just 4. So the slope, so this kitty is gaining 4 pounds every week. Right? 4 pounds every week. This kitten, well, let's pick 2 points. So we have a point here, 0, 4. And we have another point, 210. And we're going to do y2 minus y1, x2 y1, x1 y1, x2 y2. So we get 10 minus 4, 2 minus 0. 10 minus 4 is 6. 2 minus 0 is 2. And the slope of this guy is 3. So kitten A had the greater rate of change. And then again, so sorry, you could have also done this. That would be 1, 2, 3. Sorry, that and here. Apologies. That's not 1, 2, 3. So remember, this is 10 to 8. So this is worth 2. This is worth 2, and this is worth 2. So that would be 2, 4, 6. This would be 2. Right? So if you did that, you have to be really careful with the scale. So that's 6 over 2. And you also get a rate of change of 3, which is the same thing as we found already. So m equals 3 on this side, m equals 4 on the left side. So kitten A had the greater rate of change. That is probably it, I think. Oh, I forgot your bonus words. It's going to be, all right, Dex Screener. There you go.